Yeah, what's up, everybody? My name is Steven Sanchez, and tonight we're drawing Big Barda. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some sketches, and then I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the cover piece right here. For those watching live, you will be seeing this thing inked and colored. So I'm going to try to do both tonight. Fingers crossed. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump straight into my, like always, I know I'm going to set things up right, because I'm Steve Sanchez, the guy who never sets things up right. All right, let me set up my, I've set up my iPad. Why me? All right, here it is. I always forget to set up my iPad for the OBS. Almost there. Give me a second. And we're good. There it is. All right, so this is what we're working on. And I will go back and forth from doing the original. There it is. Okay, cool. Just making sure that the video is popping up. What up, Mr. Sasa? How you doing, buddy? All right, let me get the stuff going out over here. If you haven't checked out the Discord, check out the Discord in the description area. You like artwork? You like comic books? You like a lot of cool stuff? Check it out, collector stuff. We have a bunch of channels in the Discord, so go check it out. A lot of fun. There's the down shot. I don't believe we will be showing this as often today because we don't need to. Right after this nice little Hellboy pickup that I picked up today, I had to do some errands, and this was on the way home, so why not? It's the only action figure I can figure out to pick up, because all the action figures are 50 plus for him, and I'm like, I can't drop that right now. So let's go ahead and do a quick little ad read. Spawn kills every spawn, guys. If you haven't checked it out, it is out at your local comic shop. Issue number 2 is dropping I think the last week of August of 2024, so check it out. And honestlyproductions.com. Join the newsletter. I've been working on the newsletter this past weekend. A lot of it's done. I need like the last 20%, and I'm trying to work out the PDF sketchbook, a little mini PDF sketchbook, and some brushes to give away with it, so that'll be a lot of fun. And let's get straight to it. We're gonna be working on Big Barda. On the cover, I was gonna do some sketch work, but man, it's gonna take me forever to ink and color this thing. So I'm trying to keep the videos a little bit on the lower end in the sense of time. So break out your sketchbooks. Let's have some fun, and we'll chit chat along the way. Everything looks good. We're 3 minutes in. All right, let's start. You like jazz? I like a lot of stuff, man. It's whatever music I have around. It takes a lot of time to put these things together, to curate them. So grab it, dump it, move on with your life. That's how we do it around here, guys. All right, let me set things up. If you're working on your iPad, that's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna be working on the iPad, and I'm gonna set things up over here. I'm gonna throw in the white background, and we're gonna lower down the opacity. Hang on a second, did I? Oh, okay, gotcha. Lower down the opacity, and then we're gonna go straight to inks. You see how much easier this is? Technically, this was supposed to just be a sketch show, so it's just me sketching. And we're nearing episode 100, and I've changed the dynamics like insanely. I always imagine Big Barda to be Gina Carano. Like if you're gonna cast her, Gina Carano would be perfect for her. From a lot of the old images that I've seen. Of course, throughout the years they've made her slender and more cover girl like, but I don't know, it's just going back to the old school days. I think I forget my man's name right now. I'm not sure who designed her. Let me make sure I got the right tools. I'm gonna go soft inks. A lot of people ask me about these brushes. So these are the brushes that I developed. I mess with the soft ink one and the pencils. So I'll give those in the newsletter. That way y'all don't have to hunt for it on Patreon and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna give like anywhere from 3 to 5 brushes. So let's see how that goes. It's too big. All right. And I also created the quill brush. Let me see if I got it right here. Crow quill. Here we go. It's been a while since I used this one. This one, it really does act like the quill. It's more defined and detailed. But the only thing is you have to kind of keep fidgeting with it, especially when it comes to erasing. Excuse me. Something like that. It's a good brush. Is this full black? Yeah. But the other one I like to utilize a little bit better because I feel like I have more full control over it. See, with the pressure. So with this, I have a little bit more control. At least that's how I feel. All right, so a lot of y'all been posting up over on Discord, which is cool. Discord, and everything's looking nice. What we got? So a lot of cool things have been posted recently, and after I do this last mailing, which J Salsa stuff is in there, I will finally get back to the memberships this week for this weekend. So I will jump on memberships and get everybody wrapped up. Oh, it's gonna be such a good feeling. Great feeling to wrap a bunch of stuff up and get things out the door. It's been a heck of a week with errands and stuff like that. And for the most part, sketching digitally is extremely calming. I started messing around with coloring traditionally on the iPad. So it's like you're staying on that one layer and making believe it's you know, like watercolors or gouache paints. And it helps out a lot because you get used to the fact of like, I gotta paint on this like it's a real layer, except I don't have to deal with, you know, cleaning out my brushes and all the insanity that comes with all that stuff, which I also do love, but at the same time it's cumbersome. You know, next thing you know, it's like a headshot could take you 3 hours to paint, and you're like, I don't have that time. See here, I can just go in real quick. I can zoom in as far as I need to get that detail without having to strain my eyes. Especially in my old age, my eyes ain't doing so hot. So I have to be very mindful of how to utilize the good old eyeballs. Shot right there. As you can see, I will, or rather I do go back and forth to see the how it's all being put together. There's things you can't catch when you're so close up. And of course, flipping is extremely important. Everything looks good. This eyebrow should put everything together. Yeah. Like with Jay, your piece. With your piece. Because I drew Vash first. And what happened with Vash was, there's a lot of detail in it. And that's when I started noticing that my eyesight was not like it used to be. Because it's been a while since I've drawn on like 11 by 17 paper. So it's both big to draw on, but at the same time, the detail that I drew was micro. So I was like, oh no, what did I do? So even though I had a template to go off of, which is, it was the print. But the problem with that was sometimes I make the print too light and it messes with my eyes. So I have to get in there and tighten things up. I mean, the piece came out nice. It's just my eye strain was insane. There we go. I'm gonna shrink this up because I gotta get in here with a little bit more. See, like stuff like this, I do this here and it's fantastic, but then I print it out to do the original. And man, my eyes just freaking lock up. Put this way. Because when you zoom out, it looks decent. And oh, that looks great. All right. All right. That was looking nice and tight right there. See that? I mean, inking this tonight is, for me, it's a lot of fun right now. And so what I'm going to be doing is, I'm kind of showing this for the last time, in the sense that I'm going to be doing the cover design videos like this for the memberships. That way I can just kind of get these out as a membership perk. And then today I started doing a little bit of the PDF for the membership perk. I think it's gonna be like 10 pages for the perks of PDF sketchbook. And I'm not really posting on my artwork anywhere else. I mean, once in a blue moon I'll post it up on Instagram or Twitter. A lot of spinning. It's a lot of spinning, brush selection, and making sure that I can see what the heck I illustrated. Should be in black, right? Yeah, let's try it out. All right, everything is decent. So I try to add a little bit of my spin to Big Barda. She's always been a character that, commission-wise, people do ask for her. And she's also pretty fun to illustrate, so I wanted to tackle that out. So why not as a cover? We'll do the cover. Because I was going to do like sketches and then an original piece. I was like, nah, let's just do a... It's already getting late, and the hours nowadays are going faster, so I have to be mindful of my time. Lock. All right, what's up, guys? Let me read a few comments here. What up, Mr. Ron Brooks? How you doing? The real chin strap. Love that name. Yo, looking good. Oh, let me zoom back a little bit. Thank you. Showshock Productions. Yo, my internet bugging. Get Ethernet, guys. I always tell you.
Get that Ethernet. Oh.
Sorry. Forgot to mute the mic. Jay Sasa, I appreciate the fact that you did it for me. Oh, dude. You have no idea. I threw in the goodies and everything. It's funny because when you see the video of all your pieces that I put, like, that I had, like, all strewn out, like, you know, a piece of Vash, a piece of Leonardo, and you put them all together like a little sketchbook, it came out really cool. So it's one of those things where even I look at it, I'm like, okay, this would be something definitely to own. So I guess I have to I can probably use those for like a future PDF file and just kind of put them as a digital sketchbook in there. So that way it adds to the cool factor of the book. As of right now, the PDF books are going to be, I'm going to try to keep them honest and based, because that way I can, if I decide to sell it, then I don't have to worry about, oh, I'm using copyrighted stuff or anything like that. It's very cherry-picked stuff when you see a pro selling comic book related stuff out there in the big conventions, and so it's just like, yeah, sometimes they strike a little deal with the main companies because they work for them or they have friends in the inside. So I like to do my own stuff. Keep it OC. All this stuff is sketchy, so I'm literally drawing it in for the first time. As many of y'all have seen in my other videos, I just tend to just kind of, I'll do the little and just leave it like that. And so this is where the real time, even if you're doing this traditionally in the inking stage, it takes a little time because you got to figure it out. Like, how am I gonna throw the line? I'm gonna throw it up, curved, down. So many questions I have to answer. As you can see, that looks pretty decent right there. Now that I drop it, look at the camera. All right. And sometimes you can get away with a few lines that you're like, all right, well. The human eye won't see that at that range, because sort of like music, like, oh, well, at that decibel, you can't really hear it unless you have a headset on or whatnot. You can get away with certain sounds. Same thing with art. Yeah, I can get away, you know. Meaning if I screw up, you know, I can be like, all right, I can get away with that. It's not a big deal. It adds character to the piece. If you're a perfectionist, you're screwed. So there we have it. Now, since I'm the colorist, lines like this right here and these lines right here, it's not exactly needed, because you can go in there and just throw in color tones. But the old school artist in me likes to still throw in the old school details. But it's not needed. You can save so much time, especially if you're doing your own stuff. Because I'll see artists out there like looking for like colorists for their books, and I'm like, you really don't need a colorist, man. You could do it yourself, you know. And I can teach you, because it's actually quite simple. It's just time consumption. That's the only thing that sucks. Bring it in. All right. This is what I'm talking about. My eye sees something that it doesn't like, and I have to see what I did wrong. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay. That's what I did wrong. I added 2 pieces, that's why. So this is piece 1 right here. And then piece 2 is that omega symbol that she's got around her head. All right. So I'm going to do a down shot. That way some of y'all don't get this weird vertigo thing that happens here. Okay, so we'll do the down shot with my my hand. That way you can see the process. So I'll go back and forth that way, because the down shot is fine to show the process. The full shot, like this, is fine to show you the real version of it. That way when I start coloring it, you'll start seeing it shine through. All right. What do we got here? Sanchez, what's your thought on the new Tales of the TMNT animated show coming out tomorrow on Paramount? I don't have anything on it, man. I stopped watching those cartoons a long time ago. Yeah, I never saw Mutant Mayhem. I'm more the old school classic. Like, I buy the old tunes from the 80s and the 90s. The Nickelodeon was like the last one that I saw, and I didn't even finish it. I just don't have time. I mean, for those who dig that new one, hey, you know, you're the audience is for. That's the thing. So ain't nothing bad there. But they have to keep the IP alive, because I think it's like they have 10 years. If not, they lose like the license or something like that. So that's why they have to constantly. That's why you're constantly seeing Batman shows and TMNT shows, because those are their big money makers. So in the next 5 years, you know, when people outgrow the TMNT of now, then you'll see a brand new TMNT. If they do it in 5 years. sheen over there. Soft cross right there. Bam. That's looking nice and glossy there, guys. Cattywampus style. Oh yeah. So now it's coming to life. So that black area is just making her pop off the page. The digital page. Of course, I gotta fix this. This is all wrong. All wrong. It must go. Let's try that out. And always be mindful. Look at left and right. Be like, okay, is this too thick? Is this too thin? You know what I'm saying? If it looks off, it's off. If it feels off, it's off. So keep that in mind. All right, so let me work on the big area so it looks like it's more done than what it really is. That's the trick to anything, is whenever you're coloring or drawing, draw the big stuff first. Drawing the grip that holds her little thingamabobs over here, whatever these things are called. If anybody has questions about coloring, once I start the process, start getting them ready right now, because your best bet, especially if you're a young artist, anybody watching this on either live or replay, try to understand that it'll benefit you in the long run. I learned to color in my 20s, and it'll benefit you in the long run when it comes to getting your pieces wrapped up, because if not, you're going to be suffering later down the line. So if I were you right now, especially if you have an iPad, because that's the blessing you guys, a lot of you young guys right now have, is the ability to do digital on your lap. This would have been amazing in the 90s, but too late. A little too late. Oh, we got Norma in the house. She's a horn freak. What up, Norma?
How you doing, Mom?
Oh, we got a Derek Lawson $4.99. Dude, Derek's been awesome, guys. Seriously. Not because of the super chats, but at the same time because he's also been rocking actually, he's been posting more than I have over on Discord. And while we're at it, to check out more of Mr. Derek Lawson's pieces, check out Discord and hit up the art department channel. That way you can see what's going down. See what my man's doing. That's right, whipper. That's how you do it. Get them horns flowing. Sir, I'm here, sir. Good day to all you great guys and gals. Alpha the artist, glad to catch another stream of yours, Santa. Thank you, Alpha. Yeah, it's just a nice little chill stream, guys. I just hope you guys get your sketchbooks out so we can draw together, and Hellboy can join as well, because I got my Hellboy today. It's not the most prettiest looking thing, but I've been wanting him for a while, and I saw him at the comic shop today. I said I gotta get him. So keep him right there. Dad, right there. Hey, Mom, check it out. It's Hellboy. Look at that. No, we're not going to do that. That's too much. Here we go. Let me continue here because I got my sexy music on.
Hey there, guys. Hopefully you're drawing along with me. We're gonna keep things funky.
Look at that badadoosh. getting rid of the tight stuff. There we go. So like I was saying earlier, just focus on coloring your stuff, whether it be markers or color pencils or anything like that. Just keep that in mind. You're gonna want to do your own coloring. The more self-reliant you are on yourself, the better. It's just gonna be so much more better for you. There's nothing worse than you're depending on somebody and they don't come through, or you don't know how to do it yourself and you really want to do it, and take your time. So learn how to color, learn how to pencil, learn how to ink, learn the entire process of it, guys. That's what I did throughout the years. I've had people try to write for me, and it didn't work out. I had people try to ink for me. I was always looking for an inker. I was like, damn, man, this sucks that I'm constantly trying to connect with somebody and I can't, or I don't have the time to connect with somebody. And you got to meet other artists, and they have to have their own specialties. Dude, it was like, look, if I'm gonna spend this much time doing that, I'd rather just do it myself. Like they say, if you want something done right, do it yourself. So, and you can't keep crying, oh well, I don't know how to. I'm like, well, that's why you practice. Did I want to be a colorist? Hell no. I kind of fell into it, and it's just like, all right, cool. Job opportunities came, and I did the job, and your self-esteem goes up. I'm not trying to go all Tim Robbins on people on this, but that's an uplifting guru. I don't care about that. Got to get the job done. Take it all the way down here. Yeah, we'll go this route. Yeah, I'm just gonna line art it. It's gonna be a lot faster if I line art it, because I'm trying to like do the entire clip. But I did what I needed to do, which was her head shot. Gotta round this off. There we go. Well. Make sure it aligns. Give it thickness in there. She's looking dapper. Check out that connection right there, guys. See how much time I save doing it digitally? Imagine doing this with ink. Oh man, I'd have to get in there. I'd have to like, I don't got time for that day. See, Mom, this is the reason why I don't visit you. I'm always inking. It's that jungle jam. Check it out, guys. Jungle jams.
Essence of Sanchez.
right, guys, we are entering episode 100 pretty soon. This is episode 97. As you can see by the pencils, and we're gonna cut straight to the inks right here, and then we'll color it up. Show you what's going down, what the business is. Oh my God, Derek Lawson. Wait a minute, hang on a second. That's not all right. Yeah, that's the first one, Derek Lawson. Don't scare me like that. Make sure you guys are also joining that Discord. I gotta say this every so often because people tend to skip around in the video, and I get that. Not everybody sits through a long video. And what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to get these videos like within the hour. So we're 42 minutes in. There's no way in hell I'm gonna color this within the hour. But I am gonna get a lot of the inks, so. But if I'm not chit-chatting too much, it's because I'm working, guys. I'm working. You know that. And I hope you guys are working too. Alright, so I finished up her Wi-Fi antennas over here. Now, I'm gonna get a little crazy over here. So it just adds to that nice gleam in the darkness to show that it's not too black in there. I'll probably do a few over here. 1, 2, 3. See how that looks? Sometimes it doesn't look great, but I can kind of see a little sun there. This connects. Hang on a second. See that? So now I'm taking it from the bottom to the top right there. Then we hear. What up, Mr. Graves? Another one right there that's been posting some amazing artwork over there, guys, on Discord. Yo, check it out, guys. If you don't believe me, I'm not lying. Them boys doing all kinds of crazy stuff over there. All right, we're almost done with the inks. The coloring is going to be a lot faster than the inking. The inking is just more methodical. Like I said, I work on the big chunks first. It just feels like it's more closer to being done. Especially when we throw down the blacks. Get in the old deep black ball. There we go. Shibby shabby right there.
Essence of Sanchez.
All right, let me read some questions here. Alpha the Artist said, I already did an art stream doing the line art of gift art. But I go back into the drawing board once I'm done chilling. All right, so Alpha the Artist has a drawing stream on here, right? I believe it's on YouTube. So check it out. That way y'all can help support the young artist. DJ Graves Art. What up, Sanchez? Hey, there, Graves. And then, Mushy as the Sounds. Glad to watch your art streams again. Seeing you work, how much passion you have to relight my flames for drawing again. Thank you for the streams and videos. Oh, man, you're welcome. That deserves a nice clap. Thank you. Thank you for you guys. Same thing with support, man. Everybody's watching everybody, which is great, you know? Especially on Discord. It's just, for me, it makes it a lot easier on Discord. I can pop in when I get the notifications. I check out the stuff. If I get a chance, I'll leave those likes. And at the same time, a comment letting you know that I saw the piece and what I think of it. So, check it out. Hit that Discord right there, guys. Link in the description. Get back to work over here. So I gotta figure out her neck thing. The arms are gonna go fast. If anybody has any sketching, drawing, coloring questions, ask away. Remember, these streams are technically for you guys who are trying to learn and trying to better yourselves. And if you're watching this on replay, you can still ask the question over in the comments section. I will check it out and then get back to you. Said I wouldn't do it. I did it. Now do it again.
essence of Sanchez.
Jimmy Joe Jams, guys. Are you gonna color this? Yes, I am, Jay Salsa. Norman dances to the beat. It's open.
Enter the vortex, yeah. This is DJ Sandlord.
my big boy voice on, guys. How many people we had in here? Like 1,000 people already? Stuff is riveting. I don't know what to tell you guys. All right, so Big Barda is almost inked. The coloring process is gonna be a lot faster. If you get a chance and you haven't hit that like button already, slam it. The needs. What up? Yeah, I answered everybody's questions. That's fantastic. It's time for a Hellboy break. Drink some water. Enjoy Hellboy. Hang on. Right here. Go away. Red Fortnite. How you be? Alright, let me get back to drawing. Or ink. Digital inks. Inks are done! Alright, let's see what this looks like with the background on. Look at that. Night and day there, guys. Check it out. You go from the pencils to the colors. A lot of good stuff. What DPI do you use? I use Cookie Lookie in the house. What you doing? I use 300 DPI. When it comes to these covers, they should be 300 DPI, but the thing is that they're smaller. They're 1080 by 1920 or 1920 by 1080. So you're not. If they print out, they're gonna print out that size in DPI, rather in pixels. So what I normally work on is 8.5 by 11 inch, not pixels, and then it'll be 300 DPI. If you're doing covers, it's always good to, back in the day when we used to do stuff for Marvel and stuff like that, we do 400 DPI. 600 sometimes would be asked, but that would be a specialty thing. So 600 is just overkill. And if I did 600 on my iPad right now, my iPad wouldn't even work. I don't even think it goes to 600. I think it just does like 400. I want to say that. But more DPI than less layers you're allotted. So that's how that's how Procreate works. So, okay, let me get to the coloring process. This is going to be a lot faster because I don't put like 110% of coloring in the covers. And what that means is I'm not slacking. I'm just kind of making it more in a cartoon-esque, giving the essence, and then the
cyan essence.
Sorry. I give you actually the essence with the lighting, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. So hopefully this will take. It's been an hour and 23 minutes. Ah, come on. I thought I'd be done in 45 minutes. I was kidding myself. All right, so the coloring should be, I want to say, another 20 minutes. Please talk amongst yourselves. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Coloring, penciling, inking, it doesn't matter. Just okay. So I shut off the layer for the pencils. As you can see, it's nice and clean right now. Oh, hang on, I'll show you a second. Let me show you the clean version. There it is. And I'm looking at her eyes, and I'm like, okay, I forgot something. I forgot more thickness here. See, you gotta do it. See, the left eye and the right eye are not in sync, so we have to add a little bit more in there. See that? Now that's working, and I'm seeing stuff kind of pop out. There we go. It's kind of working the areas right now. She's stoic, lady. All right, let's get this piece wrapped up because I gotta rest my back. You know what? Let's do a little inner cuts like this. Bring that even lower. This just adds a little depth in there. Little shadowy depth. It's the details that make a piece, you know. So when you're looking at somebody's stuff and you're like, oh my god, this is all fantastic. This cover's got to live on here forever, or at least till next Tuesday. Come on, booby. There we go. There it is. Good to go. Just got those star-filled shoulders. Oh, crap. I don't have a color reference guide with me. Big BARDA. I'm gonna color her based off of what I remember. Hang on. There's still some stuff I gotta fix in here. Stuff I catch at the end. Good there. When I cut that in, that way there's no tangent line in there. There we go. Should work right now. There we go. That's what Daddy likes. That way it looks a little on the wet side. What does that mean? Don't worry about it. Grown-ups. There we go. Come on. There we go. Yeah, right. You got them cuts there, guys. All right, let me not, because you can stay on this for hours, and I don't want to do that, so I got to get straight to coloring. All right, there, guys. Let me flip it. Rub it down. Oh, no. All right, so I do remember a lot of her color coding, so let's see what we can do here. And we are on the full screen. I'd rather do the full screen in color because you guys can see the real true colors of it. Alright, so we're gonna color code this. And what I want to do first is kind of throw down quickly where the insanity of our colors are. And make sure I got them on the right layer. Alright. So all this stuff is that color. That color. I know that's red. All this stuff is that color. Okay, all that, all this. And then her skin tone. That's blue. This is yellow, right? Yeah, this is yellow. I'm gonna do it the same color, doesn't matter. Then her hair is blue. That's skin tone. This is all that. We nailed it pretty fast. All right, and then standard comic book blue. What does that mean? That means the hair color. I always loved the blue color because it just kind of gave off that effect for the hair being black. What am I coloring with? Oh. What the hell's going on? Oh, before I forget, the guys from Odd Contenders, they're doing a show at 8:30. So if you haven't checked out Odd Contenders, they are also on Discord. I gave them a little section. They have direct links. So if you click on one of their videos there, it'll take you directly onto who owns the site on over on Instagram, which is Heck and Sketch. So there'll be a direct link in Discord right in the Odd Contenders section. Just click on one of their videos and the link should to send you there. I gotta fix that. That ain't the black line on it. So yeah, it'll send you straight to their drawing fiesta that they have tonight. It's their 2-year anniversary. So if you guys want to see some other illustrators do some stuff, check out Odd Contenders. 8:30 Tuesdays and Thursdays. I make them post up the stuff over there, so that way you guys don't miss it. It is 7:42 p.m., so we should be done by then. That way y'all can just kind of chillax over there, if you decide to. Should be done by then. I mean, the flattening is going to take me, I don't see, a few more minutes. It's a color coding that I completely forgot. All right, so this is all done. I'm going to cut this in here. Yeah, it came out decent. All right, what else? Gotta clean that up. I'm gonna do this in this color. Yeah, because there's gonna be a lot of glows and softness hitting this. So I'll be able to put two and two together. All right, let's get this going. Come on. You can flan it with the lasso tool, but it's just sometimes I just don't want to use the lasso tool. It's funny because I always feel like I'm faster than the lasso tool. I'm like, I'm nowhere near fast enough. A boy can dream. All right, let's get this going up in here. Awesome line art, Sanchez. Thank you, Alpha. Holy smoke, that's good idea. Color coding. I really love seeing the blue on hair like that too. Eric Draws. Hey, Cinch. My eyes get bugging. Hey, Steve. Looking great. Thank you, man. And that deserves a bam. Thank you for dropping in, guys. I'm almost done. This is what the process looks like so far. Got a little bit of the detail work inside there. You guys can see the line art, the crispy, creamy line art in there. Once again, I will add these brushes in the newsletter. If you guys have not subscribed to the newsletter, you guys can subscribe right there. It says honestandproductions.com. Sometimes the guys will pop the link in the description area for where you can get it, a direct link. So, but if you can't, just hit honestandproductions.com and join the fascination of the newsletter, in which I will be producing all the Koga stuff through and everything like that. And if you haven't had time to check out the memberships, you can also check out the memberships. I'm gonna be working on that stuff during the weekends. During the week, I do all this live stuff, pre-prep stuff, and sending out packages and getting stuff ready for the week. And then on the weekend, I try to do the membership goodies. So, which is videos like this, like you're seeing right now, which is cover stuff for the week. This way I pre-prep for the week. For number 100 of the video, episode 100. I'm all tongue-tied today. I'm going to try to see if I can work something out with Sketchcraft to see if we can get that as the 100th episode, so he can be live with me and hopefully we can draw. So I'm gonna try to get everything squared off. I gotta talk to him this week and find out what his schedule's like. I mean, if I have to hold back for a few days, what the hell did I do here? If I have to hold back for a few days until he's ready, then I'll do that, and that's completely fine. I just want episode 100 to be him as a guest. I'm gonna try to do it through here, OBS. So fingers crossed that all this crap works. And then if it doesn't work, worst case scenario, we'll do it through StreamYard. Not a big deal. I'm just trying to get us both illustrating while we're talking, so it feels like a good chill session. So if you guys are into that type of stuff, then I'll have him on board. And I can chit chat, talk his brain about his beautiful comic book. Which I was at the comic shop today. You know what? I did not check if they had more copies. I didn't see any. Spawn Kills Every Spawn. Issue number 1 is out right now. This is my man Sketchcraft. And so hopefully you guys can support the book. Pick it up. Issue number 1. It's a really fun read. And I definitely recommend it. So. All right, her arms are blue. I got like a nice little blue up in here. Up in here. All right, now we got to use the lasso tool because I'm trying to speed things up a little bit. There's a few pieces of line art I got to fix. Boop, boop. Fill. There we go. She's coming to life. She's coming to life, guys. Get this in here. There's lots of ways of coloring, especially when it comes to like doing the flats. I like doing the flats in different layers because I can flatten way faster, but for some odd reason I completely forgot to do this one. Yeah, we'll do this color. Because if I do different layers, all you have to do is like, let's say if I color her chest plate here, Then on a different layer, I can put the layer underneath this chest plate and then just color all the blue even through her chest plate, because this layer is going to be on top of that blue. So it colors faster, you know, so I don't have to start worrying about the line art or anything like that. So as you can see, this is the insanity that I go through for every cover of the videos. Sometimes if I have to have only an hour or two to do it, then I'll draw like a headshot. So like the Predator, I didn't have that much time. So, but then afterwards, I'll go back when I have time and I'll redraw a brand new cover. That's the beauty of YouTube. You can just redraw your stuff whenever you want to. So you don't have to live. That doesn't have to be the cover forever. Did I get that right? I got that wrong. Come on, Sanchez, get with the program. There we go. All right. See, if I watercolored it wrong, I would have been screwed. That's why we do digital. It's almost 8 o'clock in the PMs. I always like to try to finish the stream early. I don't know why. And during the day, I have way more energy, and I don't mind staying longer. I did the Hellboy one yesterday, I believe it was. Yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before. Yeah, it was the day before, because yesterday I had a bunch of crap I had to do, so. Summertime, guys. Just siphons your time. Okay, all this is all set. Just kind of cleaning this up right here. All right. Oh, that's all set. It doesn't matter if I color over the skin tone, because I gotta fix that anyway. So I'm like being all gentle. I'm like, you don't have to be gentle, dum-dum. All right, so we're all set with it. Let's go into the skin tone. A little pinky pink. Yeah, we can do that, because I'm going to lighten it up anyway. Okay. All right, let's see. The real chin strap. Yeah, this is cool. I've been lurking, working on a spawn piece. Nice. Have you been posting up your pieces over on Discord? I'm trying to see everybody's works. I just don't remember everybody's name, because I don't see it as often as I want to. But there was a spawn cover piece. Was that yours? There was somebody posted up a spawn cover piece, a black spawn cover. And that came out real quick. It was a black spawn cover with a sketch done in white. So if you guys haven't checked that one out, that one's getting some nice marks up over there. And it's in the art department section if you guys decide to check out the artwork. I created a few sections in there. And the art department is the one where I put all the artwork and the sketch video sketches. So if you guys are sketching during this sketch video, then you post it in the sketch section. And be like, look, this is what I drew while I was watching Sanchez do his thing. See that? There it is. Okay, so her skin tone's all done. And then this is a reference right here. Is for the shadow. All right, let's get all this stuff done. All right. Okay, this is all done. All right, so now I just got to do that, and then that, and we're all set. I'll do the eyes. That's good. All right. I think I can get away with this. Yes, I can. Okay. And then the lips, I'll give it like a little pinky hue, because I'm gonna lighten it up when I do good stuff here. Come on, there it is. All right, just doing some minor fixes. All right, there's a skin tone, and then yeah, I want to do that on a separate layer. I never trust myself when I do that. Okay, that's all set. That's all set. That's gonna be in blue. Oh, hang on a second. That's a skin tone right there. Yeah, all this is their skin tone. Her cape, I believe, is blue, right? I think it's blue. And I think I color coded her correctly, so she should be fine. Right? Oh, and also for the membership videos, I'm gonna be doing sketchbooks mainly of my characters for Cocoa Warriors and anything honest and production based. So a lot of that stuff is really gonna be my personal OC stuff, and the only way to see it early is gonna be through the memberships. And the $2.99 membership is gonna have a lot of stuff too. It's gonna have the perks in there, so don't worry about that. I'm not gonna chintz out on the smaller tier, guys. Technically, that's where all the goodies are. There we go. All right. You know what? In order to save time, I'm just gonna put the shadows right in the layer. I do it all the time. It's nothing crazy. It's just whenever you're working big, you might want to do different layers. Normally when I do small stuff, I just do one layer. So in this case, like for instance, did I get all the gold out? Yeah, because that's gonna be in blue. What was that, red? Yeah, that's red. That's gonna be in red. All right, so for instance, I'll come in here and just darken it. Not too dark, but just dark enough where it's gonna be like, all right, there it is. Ta-da! All right, so we're all set there. I'm gonna cut it in more. All right, that's pretty much it. And then the red. There we go. There's something else that's red on her. I'm trying to wonder. Does anybody remember, or I don't know if her top is red or blue or yellow. I want to say it's not yellow. If anybody has any reference images, I always forget to. You know what I could do? I got it. I got it. Hang on. Wow, I still got. I got Wario reference. All right, let's see. Delete. Big Barda. I always forget that I have an iPad next to me. There it is. Yes. No. Stay here. Stay signed out. Go away. Okay. This thing takes forever. This old ass iPad. Okay, so we got, okay, so it's yellow and then gold. Oh, really? That's gold? Okay. Okay. This is gold. Whoa, 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 whoa. We there, cowboy. bring that in. And we'll tackle this real quick. Alright, so her armbands are gonna be dark, so that's gonna be gray. It's gonna be easy, not a problem. All right, so at this stage, what I do next is I go ahead and no, I'm gonna do that this blue. Don't cop out, bro. All right, so I'm gonna select all this. Fill layer. For anybody doing digital colors, I color dark, kind of a mid dark to light. So this helps you learn shape design when you're learning how to color. Yeah, right there, not too saturated. There we go. I'm gonna go darker, and I'm gonna show you how to do the digital colors here in a second. You can be the person who likes to cheat and just kind of throws a bunch of lighting on top of it, which you can do. It's not a bad thing. It's just a quicker way when you're on deadlines. You know, and they're like, "Hey, we need this by 3 o'clock in the morning." Like, what? Been there, done that. Where, you know, the editor needs a thing because they have to send it off by 6, and then they have to do any final edits. I've had my buddy wake me up at 2 o'clock in the morning talking about, "Hey man, we need this by 5 a.m. Can you color it?" And I was like, "I guess." Let me get this out of the way. It's mainly the stuff that I miss. All right, back to the color layer. All right, everything looks flat except her. Okay, that's red. That's red. Gotcha. I knew something was red on her front part. And that's black, so we're gonna do the same color as this. Right. And then, oh, so this is all the same color. Okay, well, that's even better. I thought this was like a yellow color or something. There it is. So let's go ahead, go speed it up. Fill layer. Same thing over here. And let's just do this over here. Boop. Fill layer. All right, so I'll show you how to color this. So technically, once the flats are done, this stage is probably the most annoying stage. So if you're ever doing a comic book, your best bet is to go ahead and flatten out all your images. Don't even bother coloring it. Just leave the coloring for like a day to color, and that way you can go ahead and enjoy the entire day. That way you don't break the cycle. So if you know. Pencil your entire book, ink your entire book, and so do it in stages like that. Or you could just do one page per day. But it's daunting. It takes forever. So now my OCD starts trying to fix things. Give me a second. That. Go to black, and this is the only thing I'm fixing. I'm not trying to get too crazy here. we'll do that in blue. Boop, boop. Dunzo. All right, that's all set. It just matches with her other shoulder. Okay, so we're all set there. The next stage is to color. I could do that in black. This is the last thing to color in black. There we go. All right, so that's all set. And then we're just gonna stream up this way. That. Yeah, we could do that. All right. Boop, done. Just kind of beep. Cross in. That way she's got a little battle damage. All right, so now we're gonna check out the. We have inks, colors, and now we check it out. See, so now we have the cover. I didn't screw anything up. Ooh, what was the last thing I did? That, okay. So now we check out the cover. Oh, hang on. Boop. So that way you can see what episode 97 looks like. And if you want to, like, let's say, okay, well, I'm ready and I just feel like this is as far as I'm going. What you do is you go to the brightness and just increase the brightness. You know, like if you want to give it an old comic book look, then it's kind of like a washed out look like that. And then you can mess with the saturation. I'm desaturating it, or I can saturate it like to the point where it's like it looks decent. The skin tone is something that changes real quick, so you got to be very careful with that. So I can leave it like that, throw in a couple of glows, and call it a day, and we're good to go. But we don't want to do that, so I'll put it back down to 50. Put it back down to 50. What I like to do is kind of throw in some quick tones in here. So I'm going to create a layer on top of the line art. And I'll show you guys what I'm doing over here. This should be like another, I want to say another 5 minutes. It's already into the 2-hour mark. I didn't think I was going to take this long, but. All right, so let's say, for example, I grab, I know what I grabbed. I'm going to increase the tonal value, right, of this. And I like to test it. So what I'll do is I'll take the lasso tool. And this you could do in Photoshop. And then I take the brush tool. Back in Photoshop, I never used the brush tool. I used the lasso tool to select and to throw a gradient. So it would be gradient to transparency was the setting. They don't have that setting on here. I used to love using that because it technically does what I'm going to do right now with the brush, which is kind of a back and forth. But with the gradient, all you have to do is just throw the gradient once and it's done. So it's like me rubbing it down like that. It was a less of a process with Photoshop, and I don't know why they didn't introduce that into this app, but it would have made life a lot simpler. So, and I don't know if Affinity has that option. If Affinity has that option, I wouldn't mind testing it out. So here we go. So we're just adding the lighting coming straight, you know, this way down. And I just kind of throw that in there like that, like so. And then whatever I don't like, I can just use the blend tool and just blend it right back up, like so. And it gives it that nice little look. Your main point is to select. Now, don't select inside like that. Select on the outside. Try to select as much of the area coverage as possible. See that? Because then all you have to do is just focus on where the light source is coming in and pressurize and then heighten it. And that's it. And that's pretty much coloring 101 right there, guys. And then you do this so often that it becomes second nature. You start knowing where the light source is. You're not even coloring from different angles with the brush and pressurizing and little by little. Oh, and that's all going to change afterwards because I'm on a different layer, so I can really get if I come down to here and I go ahead and I select that layer, And I'll select the, let's say her chest plate. I can switch up the colors. See that? And then I go back to 50 to keep it back normal. Come on. Here we go. Or the brightness and darkness, which is what I normally do. And I'll bring it down like maybe close to 4 to 5%. As you can see, the darker you go, see how that contrast hits? Or the lighter you go. And that's when you have to play around with the lighting and the contrast. That should help you out on your journey to learning how to color, because that's technically what it is. It's just, I think, oh, she's, okay, her belly is blue. I kind of like the skin tone on her belly. No, I'm gonna leave the skin tone. I don't care. It's my version. All right, so we go back to this tonal value over here. And then here you can just kind of do a secondary tonal value or just kind of stick with the same. And I'll stick with the same because it's just a cover piece, nothing big. Do something like that. Because you can change out the color if it's too nasty. You're like, okay, I don't like that color. Start adding it, darkening it, lightening it. See, all those types of things right there. We're not doing any of that right now. Alright, so we're going to come in here. And then we're going to remove because there's some gray in there. Like that. And go ahead in here and let's see if it works. If it works, great. If not, then I'll take it off. Looks like it'll work. Something like that. Then I'll take the blending tool, and then I can just kind of blend in and out. All right, I completely forgot that my digital pencil was at 77%. So I don't know what the percentage is right now. But if the iPad stops working or anything, I mean the iPad's plugged in, but if my pencil stops working, then that's the end of the show. So we're so close. Okay. I don't like it. The lighting is too much. So I'm going to take all that off. See that? You don't have to like everything. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You got to fix it, right? Because sometimes you try to do a secondary light, and you can. Even if it's black, I can go up here and just select and do the same thing, right? And just kind of just throw that in there. See that? But I don't want to do that. That's not what this piece is. So we ain't got to do that. I'll read some comments real quick. The real chip. Yeah, I've posted up a couple. I'll make sure to post this one. Nice. Okay. I know I posted Miles. Ah, yeah, that's right, Miles. Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool art in there. Definitely check it out. Everyone is chat. If you haven't. Showshock Productions. Sanchez, how do you deal with wrist pain while you're drawing? I don't have any wrist pain. I've never had wrist pain when I'm drawing. My nerves in my shoulder kind of just incapacitates my entire arm if I'm drawing like stiff for too long, which is why I'm not a big fan of drawing traditional anymore, because it's just I just feel my arm getting numb, and I gotta just constantly rotate my shoulder in order to get that blood flow back in there. So I only have a minimal amount of time when I'm illustrating. Every artist has their own little situation that they have to deal with. It could be your posture. For me, it's my posture. For you, it's wrist pain. So, tell you the truth, man, I don't know how you're holding your pencil. I mean, I hold my pencil in a trifecta type of way. I'll show you. This is how I hold my pencil. So when I draw, there's people who hold their pencil like this, which is, it's insane. Or I've seen them hold it like this, you know, like a T-Rex. And it's just, I think J. Scott Campbell does that. It's like he'll hold his pencil like that. I don't know how the hell they illustrate like that. It's insane. I can't see them draw. The worst one I've seen is Eric Larson. I mean, he's the one. He holds it like a caveman. He's like, me draw. Great artist though. You know, not saying anything bad about their art. I learned from their art. You know, they were fantastic. But I can't stand seeing them draw. It just drives me nuts. So yeah, when it comes to you try I guess a wrist strap. You can try that. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna work. You know, so you got to find things that may or may not work. If not, stretch out your. This is what I do. I'll put my hands together and I do this, and I stretch out all my wrist. I go back and forth gently, and you can feel all of this stretching in here. So if you go back and forth, it should be able to help because I do this every so often. Like right now, it feels fantastic. Well, I'll do that. Get a good stretch. Make sure you stretch all your fingers. Pop your knuckles. You can hear all those popping. So, I pop my knuckles all the time. So, that's what I do. I'm not advising you to do that. I'm just saying that's what I do. So, it says only when I draw for long periods of time, though. Yeah, your best bet is to probably just stretch. You know, stretch every like 10 minutes. You should be fine. Derek Lawson, this BARDA makes me wanna go slap my Hulk in the mouth. So, hey man, I take that as a compliment. Slap away. That's the best thing you can do, man. It's just you go back, you make it better. You go back, you make it better. Like I look at BARDA here, I'm like, yeah, this is good, but I can make it better. And that's the whole point. It's to strive to make it better. Next thing you know is like 10 drawings in, you look at your first one, you're like, whoa, that's insane. And then you just do that with sketching. It's the same thing with sketching. Just try to be better than your last sketch. And I guarantee you by that 10th sketch, you go back to number 1 and you're going to be in shock as how bad it was and the lack of knowledge you had for it at the same time. One day you'll wake up and be like, I can draw arms better, you know, because my brain gets it now. I let it rest for a day and it gets it. It's putting it all together by itself. Like, you don't have to do anything. It's just, it does it on its own. What else we got? Alpha the Artist. I usually see people approach cell shading like this. The way you do it looks really easy to follow. Yeah, it's super simple. Just throw down the flats and then just find the light source and go with the light source. Remember, everything is a shape. I'm trying to point and you guys can't see it. Everything is a shape. Okay, so if this is a triangular shape and the lighting is coming here, then in your mind's, you know, your mind's eye, I guess, your visual eye, your artist's eye, you're seeing where the light source is going to be. It's not going to go all the way down. It's going to go to as far as the point as you want to see it. So like right now, my eye, I'm like, all right, I could take it all the way here, and then all the coloring is going to be here. And then the back is going to be soft shade, which I'll show you in a second. Make sure I'm on the right layer. Make sure my pencil doesn't die. All right, so like right here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to have the area. And then I'll just throw the color tone down. See that? And that's the whole shading. And then I shade it in with my shader brush. I'll go dark to light. See that? Being mindful that I don't bust out through the edges. But it's fixable. It's just, you know, the less time you spend, the better. So you see what I did there? So I cleaned up every bad edge that I didn't want, and I kept a sharp edge. See that sharp edge? That's it. And then the rest is just detail and then highlights. You know, and you'll be able to crank this out in no time. All right, so what else we got? Looks dope. Drought House Comics. Thank you, man. Oh, your package is going out tomorrow. I have to send all these packages at once, that's why. I'm trying to make less trips to the post office, guys. That's the reason why sometimes I get delayed, and then I'm waiting for another payment to come in, and then next thing you know, other packages get delayed, which is the reason why I haven't sent out these guys packages yet. But they're all done. They're ready to rock and roll. I just gotta get everybody's orders in. That way I can just ship them off at once. If not, I'm wasting more time, and I can't do that. I've never seen anyone hold their pencil like that. Holy crap. She's looking beautiful. Thank you. That's the last one you get for tonight. No more horns. Yeah, let me see if I can wrap her up. It's we're 2 hours and 7 minutes in. I can do it. I can do it. I think I can do it. At least the first draft layer here, right? So let's see. Because a lot of this stuff is just kind of micro. There you go. It's just micro pieces like this over here. Oh, come on. My iPad is super hot right now. Sweating. Okay, so we got all that set. I'll do this over here. This is metal, so I try to kind of like redraw the metal. See how that comes out. And it's just kind of it's just pick your shape. It's not going to be right or wrong. It's just, you're going to be like, oh, okay, so I'm not trying to get too methodical with it, you know? Just pick the shape. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. And that's it. And just be gentle with the throwing down of the color tone. I've seen colorists be delusional as to thinking that their coloring doesn't stink. I'm like, dude, that used to be me in the beginning when I was doing skin tones. And people would tell me, your skin tone looks off. I was like, what are you talking about? It looks great. It's off. Once again, it's like you're on a piece for so many hours. And then you come back and you're like, whoa, that thing was way off. You know, because you even see it. It's just, you got to let your eye rest. So, guaranteed, you got to let your eye rest. So then here I can just kind of throw in the back. Now you get a double lighting, so it looks like it's slightly rounded. Boom, just kind of get in there. That's it. See that? When you add the highlights and stuff, it just starts to come to life. It's real cool afterwards. This is a lot of shadow in there, so I just put a light kiss. And you'll hear that a lot from me. You're gonna give it a kiss. Right, like right here. Like just a kiss. Just a kiss means just a hair of light in there. And you'll see that a lot in CG paintings. Like you'll be like, how the heck did he add that little bit of rib light, you know, on the ribs? And it's because they'll gently do that, and then the color's right on there. But I'm adding harsh tones because this is metal. Whoops. That'll happen a lot. Hang on, make sure I'm on the right layer. All right, almost done with this. The harshness, I'm gonna add more. So if I know I'm gonna be busting out an entire section here, like this circular area, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select more of the areas. So I don't have to do this one by one. See, so now I know that the lighting is gonna hit here. Matter of fact, let me add this area. Hang on a second. Press and hold, and then I can select again. There we go. Okay, so now I'll bring this up a little bit more. So the lighting's gonna be here, and just a kiss over here. And then I'm going to select again, which I didn't have to do that, but I did it anyway because I'm a dum-dum. All right, so I'm going to now go from the bottom. Less pressure, I get more coverage, and then more pressure, I get tighter coverage. See that? So I'm going to put a lot of pressure in there. See that? So now you get a double light source happening. And if you want, you can then do this. And then just kind of go in the middle, just to kind of connect it, if that's a thing. Okay. So like that. So now you start layering, and then I'll take my blender brush, and I'll gently blend any pieces that I don't want showing. Like that. But once again, it's supposed to be metal, so you want to have sharp edges. Because at the end, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go onto the above the black layer, and I'll select my glow. And then I can do stuff like this. See that? Once again, this is stuff that is you do at the end. So as you can see, it starts to pop. And then what I'll do is I'll darken it, and you see how much more that pops. See that? So that's the neat part of it. And then I can go in there and just start layering like crazy. And that's, I already did that, so it's not a big deal. Come in here. Get my light. And then that, I start adding it all around her metal areas. And then we're good to go. But since we're doing this on a timely situation, I'm gonna do her blue areas. And this is the way I tend to work a little bit faster. That could work. Let me go a little bit brighter. Ooh, I like that. See that? It kind of gives it that old school comic book look. See the way Ross draws his color dodge. I'm like, I always looked at him. I was like, he has his color dodge at the end, and you're like, oh, that's so cool. I mean, it's like he kind of made that his own thing. And I was like, oh man, it's like I would love to have my own thing. And I started noticing that I've been using like this laser light thing that comes. And I didn't create this brush. It comes with Procreate with the app, and I just enjoy using it because I see artists all the time do a rim light, and I'm like, I would love to do a rim light, you know. And you don't have to do it every single time, but it works. Let's get a little bit lower in there. See, sometimes it doesn't grab sometimes because so I have to kind of get in there and mush it around. There we go. And be gentle with the brush because you don't want to overdo it. That glow can get sticky, icky, you know what I'm saying? Like that. So now you have that nice little glow. And then we're gonna go ahead and add the glow for her thing, for her helmet. I can do it over here. It's on a separate layer. Make it a little bit more orangey. A little bit more. Oops, too much. I have to have a little bit of that white showing through. A little higher up. Yeah, there we go. Something inside you goes, oh, I like that. All right, cool. So that's when you keep it. All right, no, too much. And don't be afraid to add a little pressure into the piece. You know, just pressurize. If you're using a pen tool, just put a little pressure. It'll exert some force onto the image. You know, for lighting effect and stuff like that. So now you're getting all that lighting effect. I'll bring down the brush a little bit. There we go. You see how this is already covering a lot of what I was doing. Like I don't have to add so many gradients now. So I just add the special effects first, because sometimes the special effects, all those glows, it'll cover up those lines that you spent maybe 5-10 minutes trying to work, and all of a sudden. It's like if you do the special effects first, then you don't have to worry about adding so many glitz and glamour glows, you know, in the underline. And I'll show you with the thing. See, I can just do the dots like that, and then just go ahead. Just kind of play around with it. Now for that, I'm gonna add more white, so I'm not gonna do that. Just be mindful of the zone that you're working on. I'm a bit lighter on the other side. All right, I would have to fix that. There's a few areas I gotta fix. Yeah, I got overzealous on that one. Okay, I gotta put a line in there. Okay. See, I didn't see that until now. That's why you call it chicken dope. Chicken dope! Weep! The tire's not so prominent. Sweet! Alright, go back to the... Oh, come on. Bring out that blue. Give me that blue. There we go. Alright, that's all set. That's all set. Just gotta have a rim light around, so... So that nice little rim light's kicking in. All right, so that light is like more from behind, like somewhere. It's more from this side, but from behind, so it's shining this way. That way, there's more cast here than over here. Oh, we got Ickney up in here. What up, dude? Beat is gonna drop. Turn it up. No, man, I already did that beat drop in the beginning. You guys missed it. I can only do it once. It's already past 8 o'clock. Sorry, guys. So yeah, so that's pretty much the glow colors for the piece right here. I'll go ahead and do the last bit of the gold. Did I get this right? Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, the last piece of the gold is over here. That, and that should be it. Our boobies. There we go. Little glitz right there. Yeah, because the rest is just gonna be standard. I'm not gonna add a little glow in here. Because this I have to cut in. I have to erase that and cut that back in. I'll do that in post. You guys don't have to worry about that. All right, so all that's done. Now the next step is, which is the last step, and then we should be out of here in a minute or so, is a little bit of the shadow tones. Weep. Not too dark. Let me get my ink, soft ink. And then we can do that. So it's already looking like an old school comic book, which is fantastic. That's how you do it right there, guys. I don't know what else to tell you, but that right there is Professional Coloring by Stephen J. Sanchez. The J stands for I don't know. So there's a shadow work. Throw her little nose in there. Weep. I was supposed to make her look like Gina Carano, but I gave her the essence.
Essence of Gina Carano.
Shadow work in here. Right on. Whoop. So that small shadow work is actually now giving shape. we go. Nice. I gotta do her eyes. Her eyes are gonna glow. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of shade in there. Go. Then I'll throw in the glow. I'll create a new light layer. Boop, boop. Boop. There we go. I just careful because I gotta. Just gently add that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Gaussian blur it to give it a softer look. And then you can duplicate the layer. And by duplicating the layer, it's just gonna make it more poofier, so you don't have to add to the insanity. So we're gonna duplicate right here. See how the eyes already started going? Merge down. And now I have full control over both layers and the colors. So see, I made her green eyes. Let me show you over here. So we got green eyes. You can just darken it, lighten it. We don't want to lighten it too much. I'll increase the saturation. Do like blue. What do you think? It's lighter on the OBS, but here on my iPad it's like super like vibrant. So the blue, I like the blue. That way it matches her blue with everything else. That's how you do that right there, guys. I don't know what to tell you. All right, let me try her lips. You can just kind of like that down. That. A bit higher up to add a little bit more. Oh, bring a little more satch. You can bring that in there. So I can go like this.
Lips for days.
It's getting late. Right on. So, what I'll do is I'll select her lips, automate, boop, and then I will change out the color tone just in case. Darken it. I made it more purple. Just darkens it out. That way I have a little contrast. All right, let's do the skin tone. That's the last thing, and we are out. Because the arms I could do real quick. Not a big deal. All right, so let me... Yeah, I'll do it right there. It's fine. Just gonna increase that. Increase that. All right, so skin tone is normally the cheekbones. Ah, pickles. Right, normally the cheekbones, right? There's a rounded area. Oh, you guys can see that. All right, cool. All right, so I'll select my brush nice and big. So I'm just working the cheekbone. Right here. You see this area right there? That harshness? I'm working because this is where the lump is and the lighting is hitting. So now I'm just kind of working it outward. See, because down here there's gonna be more color tone. See that? And then now I'll take my blender tool and go ahead and just blend light to dark, right? That, and then softly blend near the nose, the bridge, and near the eye. So now you're seeing how her cheek has taken shape. And then the next part is from her nose to the upper lip underneath her nose. And being mindful where the lighting is and where it's attacking, I'm gonna attack the area that protrudes out the most. Okay, my nose protrudes out the most, my cheeks protrude out the most, so that's gonna be the where the light's gonna be. So her lip, right here, I always do it in a dark contrast so you can see. That right there is what's gonna protrude out the most. So I go in a nice little motion, just work the area. See that? And that right there is coloring 101. Just, you got to see the shape. If you don't see the shape, then what are you doing, you know? And of course, the more curves and crunches and stuff there are, you're going to make them look older. So you got to be careful with that. So now I'm going to take my blender tool and gently blend around her lip. Right? Because all these cuts right here, I don't want to see them. Right around the zone here. You can put a little bit, but not too much. So I just kind of blend it, soft blend. Right in there. And anything I want to blend a lot more, right around the cheek area and the nose, I soften it right there. That's it. So now you got that nice little gradiated tone. So when I go in, I'll leave it right here. When I go into to the base layer, right? Layer 15 right down there, to that base layer, and I select just her skin tone, right? And then I go back and select the brightness. I'm gonna bring down the brightness. You're gonna see how that light is gonna pop. You see all that light? But now remember, the shadow is on a different layer. So this is just a regular skin tone. So you can see how that works just by bringing it down a hair, maybe 3 or 4 ticks. And it's just her skin tone is already popping off the page, and all those lumps and everything. And I haven't added the blush. You add the blush, that adds a little bit of redness to the skin. Okay. Boom. So you guys got a little tutorial along with the process of coloring. So keep that in mind. All right. So what we're gonna do is, I can just finish off her skin tone. It's gonna be fast. All right, bring this in. Too big, too big. That's fine. A lot of it's just back and forth of just blending. And mind you, of course, you don't have to color this way. It's just things that I like to do. You can color in anime style too. That's always fun. Right here. Bring that in. I'll fix the tonal value. All right, that. See how this looks. Add a little bit more contrast in her face. Softening it up. There we go. I just soften up the edges, nothing too crazy. That's how I do the gouache painting as well. I'll just kind of like pop it on top and then just blend it. looks good. Then I'll go down here. Yeah, once your skin tone is done, then I'm technically all set. There we go. So there it is. The lighting on her face. All right, let's see. All right, let me try to mess with her colors. See how that works. Saturation. No, I'm not gonna mess with that. Random by 2. Brought that up by 1. Let me mess with the shadows. And then let me mess with her skin tone. Bring that down. See, I'll make her younger if I bring it up. See that? All right. That works out. And then the last one is this one down here. Yeah, 'cause she's real pale. And this is the last skin tone stuff that I'll do. All right, that's pretty much it. Then the last piece is the slight glow, not the glows, the this. I'm gonna do a double side. Yeah, it could work. All right, that works just fine. Light in there, because all that stuff's going to be overtaken by the glows. And I like to add a glow layer on top because it adds a slight haze of reality. You know, because you can leave it like this and it's just like that's not done for me. It needs glows. It needs lighting. Lighting is bouncing off of everything, and there's always softness and transitions happening. So especially when it's superheroes, you wanna get crazy. You know what I'm saying? So now, let's see, I make all that with the blues. And then here I get into some oranges. Right here. And once again, this is the stuff that you start looking at. It's like, okay, what are you doing? It's like, I'm coloring. Right, get in with the reds. Down here. You're gonna think I'm crazy for doing this. You're like, what the hell are you doing? I was like, don't worry about it. Let me do my freaking job. I know what I'm doing. All right. So you do something like that, right? And then you Gaussian blur. And a Gaussian blur to the point of like, you can just kind of mesh it real nice. So now that it has a nice little haze to it. And that haze, you now go over here and you go to the layer 25. In my case, is layer 25. And then I'll just mess around and see what works, guys. We'll see what sticks. Let's see. Hang on a second. I gotta bring up the color tone. Okay, the vibrancy. There it is. So now I'll go ahead and Okay. Like the screen works fine. I can now work the area here just until that black is kind of hazy, but not too hazy. See that? And that works for me right there. But there's more. You got color dodge, add. I like. If I bring this, if I want to make her more intense. Lighter color. Lighter color is kind of cool. Kind of dig that. All right, hard light. Yeah, the screen is the one that talks to me the most. Okay, so what I do is I take the eraser. I can duplicate and see if the coloring got merged down. Let's see, merge down. Then I colorize it, right? Just bring it down. So there's different techniques to mess with this. I can bring up the vibrancy of the colors. See that? Let me zoom in. Look at that. Yeah, it's kind of cool right there. I can do that, and then I can mess with the color values. I think the red. There, you see? So I can mess with that right there. Where we at? 2 hours and 39 minutes. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's forgiving. Plus, I'm having fun. So I don't know if you guys are learning anything. Much appreciated. Thanks for the tutorial. All right, yeah. It wasn't supposed to be a tutorial, but it's like I'm here. Might as well just put it out there already. Video. Yeah, it's fine. All right, so I'm almost done. I got like another few minutes left. Said that 3 hours ago. I mean it this time. We're gonna go to the right layer above, and then I'm gonna pick light. Let's see, freehand, because we can just kind of come in here. That in. Just like that. And less is more. You don't have to add like 5,000 pieces of color or anything in there. There we go. Keep it nice and light. And if I decide, because I'm over, okay, I'm on the black, might as well do that. I can do this. We used to do this back in the day. Gives you that nice little coating. Back when we used to do the Marvel Comics stuff. We thought we were badasses because we were coloring over black. Check me out. Check me out. Look at that. Oh, snap. Then you're like, you hope the editor doesn't catch it. There's stuff like that. So, you know, when we had a little extra time and we weren't on deadlines, we'd mess around with the artist's piece with color. That was our like practice time. Yeah, do stuff like that. Because now it becomes more painterly, you know. And we weren't just trying to do it too much because, you know, then they would notice, but just enough where it's just like here and there, not a big deal. And by the time the editor saw it, it's like it's already too late. They can't do nothing about it. It's like, oh, it's got to go to print. Suckers. That's my signature, see? Then a week later, they're like, we need to talk, Sanchez. Like, what? No, it was never nothing like that. See that? So now you see, it's kind of looks like Wolverine's outfit, but better, cause he's got boobies. All right, there it is, guys. I could probably just contrast it. I'm looking at the monitor up here, cause it's a different color tone. So I'm looking at what you guys are looking at. I'm trying to see if I can. That kind of works right there. Yeah, I'm trying to do a red. Okay. And then dark. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about here, guys. Once again, it's one of those pieces where you can keep noodling with it, and then it just starts to pop off. I'll do one last thing, and then we out. I'm gonna select her gold. Did I get this right? Her gold area. Oh, wait a minute. See, that's what I hate about this. It's like you have to shut off all the layers above it, like this. There we go. All right. I can do it. That's kind of stupid, but oh, come on. Why are you doing this? Hang on a second. I know what I'm doing. I gotta increase the threshold. Boop, boop. There it is. I got it working. I know how to work this insanity. All right, so we got the threshold selected. I'd rather increase the threshold, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and just darken up. Oh, piddles! I've selected her face. Hang on. What in the world? There it is. Okay, there. Oh, see that? We don't want that. There we go. My gosh. Such a pain. Okay, it's all selected. Alright. We got it fixed. See that? Look how cool that looks. Ooh-wee! That right there gonna get there. I want too much saturation, but dang, that right there, she look good right there, boy. All right, one last thing before we get the hell out of here. You're pissing me off, Sanchez. Ah! Look at that there, guys. That right there is true tonal color there, guys. Check it out. All right, let me do the final coloring here, and we're done. And we out. This is the last one. I swear it. Kind of. I have to do that in blue. I gotta bring that up top. Above the line art. Boop. Done. I gotta bring that above the blue line art. Boop, 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 boop. There it is. All right, guys, thank you for spending the time here with me. And seeing my insanity. Hopefully you learned something. I'm going to still continue coloring because there's stuff I have to wrap up, but it's getting late and my back is killing me. So the final version will be posted up as the new cover. And any final comments? Looks awesome. The real chin strap. Alpha, the artist, gives me multi-claps. Thank you. Oh wow, I never thought to use Gaussian blur like that. I usually use it for a line art. I'm gonna try that now. Yeah. There's gonna be a lot more coloring stuff, guys. This is just kind of like the standard stuff that I utilize. But yeah, there's still things I have to fix. I have to right here. I didn't catch this. As you can see, this zone here and this zone here. Look how big it is. I forgot to cut this, so I gotta cut that and then make this emphasis on her head thing. That's the reason why I drew it in pencil so tight, and then for some odd reason it got lost in translation and inks. But there it is. Hope you guys dug it. We are out. This has been episode 97 of Sketch. We out of here, guys. All right, enjoy the music as I try to fall asleep. Be good, be safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Maybe tomorrow. Bye.